Hello learners, I welcome you all once again to this channel where I will discuss in detail with you the solution of one of the question from the previous year's question of JEE main exam. So this next question is from the topic of quadratic equation. So here we have a question which says that if p suffix n denote the sum of alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n, where n is a natural number, such that when n is equal to 10, that is p suffix 10 is equal to 123. So which means that alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10, so this is equal to 123. And the second, p suffix 9 equal to 76, it means that alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9, so this is equal to 76. Third, which is p suffix 8 equal to 47, so this implies that alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8 equal to 47. And finally, p suffix 1 equal to 1, so this implies alpha to the power 1, that is alpha plus beta to the power 1, which is beta, so this is equal to 1. So the question says that if 1 by alpha and 1 by beta are the roots of a quadratic equation, then what will be this quadratic equation? So now in general, if 1 by alpha, 1 by beta are the roots, then the quadratic equation is given by x square minus then sum of roots, then multiply with x plus product of roots. This should be equal to 0. So that is x square. So in this case, the roots are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So take the sum of these two, then multiply x plus product, that is 1 by alpha multiply 1 by beta. So which implies x square minus, if we simplify this term here inside bracket, so this will be alpha plus beta, and this whole thing divided by alpha beta plus 1 by alpha beta, so this is equal to 0. But alpha plus beta from the given condition, so this is equal to 1, so implies that alpha, this implies x square minus 1 by alpha beta, then x, so here we have x plus 1 by alpha beta. So to find out this quadratic equation or this required quadratic equation, we need to find out what is the value of the product of alpha and beta. So to find the value of alpha multiply with beta, so let us use this given value here. Now if we observe this value here, if we add this last two, will be exactly this 123. So that means from this given value we have p of 10, so this is same as the sum of p suffix 9 and then p8. So if we write this in term of alpha, so implies alpha to the power 10 plus beta to the power 10, so this is equal to alpha to the power 9 plus beta to the power 9, then plus alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 8. So now we transfer all term to left hand side, so let us combine this alpha to the power 10. Now we'll have alpha to the power 9 minus alpha to the power 8 plus beta to the power 10, then minus beta to the power 9, minus beta to the power 8. So this whole thing is equal to 0. Now if we look at this term, both this term inside the bracket, so this is exactly of the same form. So now if I denote the alpha or beta by x, so this is of the form p of x equal to x to the power 10 minus x to the power 9 minus x to the power 8. So from here, x to the power 8 is common, then we have x squared minus x minus 1. So this whole thing is of the form p of alpha plus p of beta is equal to 0. So therefore, since p of alpha and p of beta, so these are the values of this polynomial at x is equal to beta and x is equal to alpha. So since their sum is equal to 0, that means this alpha and beta should be zeros of this polynomial p of x. So if alpha and beta are zeros of a polynomial p of x, that means alpha and beta should be zeros of this polynomial x squared minus x minus 1. So this implies, let's see, alpha beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial x squared minus x minus 1, because p of alpha equal to 0 implies, or it must imply that this term in the second factor should be 0, because x to the power 8 cannot be 0 for any value of x. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of this quadratic, so sum of zeros is alpha plus beta, so this is equal to minus coefficient of x, which is minus 1, by coefficient of x squared, which is 1, so which is exactly 1 as is given in the question. So therefore alpha beta, that is product of 0, so this is equal to constant term, which is minus 1 by coefficient of x squared, which is 1. So therefore alpha into beta is equal to minus 1. So now if we substitute the value of alpha into beta here, so we have x squared minus 1 by alpha beta, which is minus 1, then x plus 1 by alpha into beta, which is minus 1. So this is equal to 0. So that is x squared, so minus of minus will be plus, so 1 by 1 is 1, so we have x, then minus 1 equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So here we have the option in the second option. So this is the required quadratic equation whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta.